But growth requires a decision, not a perfect decision, a faithful decision, a courageous decision, a next step decision. You do not have to see the whole staircase to take the next step. You do not have to have every answer to make one move. You do not have to feel fearless to be brave. Bravery is not the absence of fear. Bravery is moving forward while fear is still talking.
Every story's got a spark, and every spark's got a name. This is the journey of finding mine. Who am I when the lights go low? Who am I when the world says no? Searching through my past, trying to free my soul, one truth at a time, letting every story unfold.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Who Am I podcast, where we pause, reflect, and refocus. But before we get into today's reset, let me check on you. What have you been hesitating on? What decision have you been delaying? What opportunity have you been overthinking? What dream have you been talking yourself out of? Because sometimes it is not the door that is closed. Sometimes we are standing in front of an open door, questioning whether we are qualified enough, ready enough, smart enough, strong enough, or worthy enough to walk through it. So take a breath and be honest with yourself. Have you been waiting for confidence before you move? Have you been waiting for everybody to approve you before you believe in yourself? Have you been letting fear talk louder than purpose? Today, we're not just ignoring the fear, we are just not letting fear drive. So here's the truth. Doubt will always have something to say. Doubt will remind you of who left. Doubt will remind you of what failed. Doubt will remind you of every mistake, every setback, every time you tried and it did not work. But doubt is not your destiny. Doubt is a voice. And just because it is loud does not mean it is right. Today's episode is called No Time to Doubt Yourself. No time to doubt yourself. And that's because your future cannot keep waiting on you to believe what God already placed inside of you. See, at some point you have to stop asking, what if I fail? And start asking, what if I finally become who I was created to be? So welcome back to the Midweek Motivation and the No Time series. This is your moment to pause, reflect, and reset. Today we are talking to the person stuck in hesitation. The person who keeps preparing but never starts. The person who keeps praying but never moves. The person who keeps saying, I just need a little more time, when deep down they know time is not the real issue. The real issue is doubt. And today we are breaking the agreement with the voice that keeps telling you that you are not enough. Because you are not behind, you are not disqualified, you are not too late, you are not too broken, you are becoming. And becoming requires courage. See, doubt does not always stop you loudly. Sometimes doubt sounds responsible. It says, wait until you know more, wait until you feel ready, wait until timing is perfect, wait until people understand, wait until you cannot be criticized. But the problem is, perfect timing rarely feels perfect. Courage rarely feels comfortable. And clarity often comes after movement, not before it. See, some of us are waiting for a level of certainty that life will never give us. But growth requires a decision, not a perfect decision, a faithful decision, a courageous decision, a next step decision. You do not have to see the whole staircase to take the next step. You do not have to have every answer to make one move. You do not have to feel fearless to be brave. Bravery is not the absence of fear. Bravery is moving forward while fear is still talking. See, one of the reasons we doubt ourselves is because we keep waiting for outside permission. We want someone to confirm it, validate it, approve it, clap for it, understand it. But sometimes the people around you cannot confirm what they cannot see. They may love you and still not understand your vision. They may support you and still not know how big your assignment is. They may care about you and still be unable to recognize what God is building in you. See, that is why your confidence cannot depend on everybody's agreement, because if you need everybody's permission, you will keep living on pause. You have to get to a place where you can say, I respect advice, but I will not be rude by fear. I value wisdom, but I will not surrender my calling to someone else's opinion. I can listen, but I still have to move. You do not need a crowd to start. You need conviction. You need courage. You need one step. You have to remember what you have survived. See, when doubt starts talking, remind it of your record. You have made it through hard days before. You have survived moments you thought would break you. You have carried weight that nobody saw. You have fought battles in silence. You have had to encourage yourself when nobody checked on you. You have had to get up with tears in your eyes and still face the day. So why are you acting like you have no evidence? You are still here. That is evidence you kept going. That is evidence you not quit. That is evidence you learned, you grew, you endured, you adapt. You became stronger than you thought you could ever be. See, doubt wants you to forget your history, but today, remember if God brought you through that, he can carry you through this. If you survived that season, you can face this decision. If you made it through the storms, you can take the next step. So at some point, you have to make the decision, not because you are 100% sure, not because it is easy, not because everyone agrees, but because staying stuck is costing you entirely too much. Indecision has a price. Being indecisive has a price. Hesitation has a price. Overthinking has a price. You keep saying, I do not want to make the wrong move. But what if the wrong move is refusing to move at all? What if the delay is draining more from you than the decision would have? What if confidence is waiting on the other side of obedience? What if the version of you that you have been praying for is waiting for this version of you to stop doubting and start moving? You do not need to make the whole journey today. You just need to make the next decision. Send the message, fill out the application, start the plan, record the episode, write the page, set the boundary, make the call, take the next step. Motion breaks the power and the cycle of fear. So this is where we reset. Take a deep breath and say this with me. I will not let doubt make my decisions. I am allowed to believe in myself. I am allowed to move with courage. I do not need perfect conditions. I do not need everybody's approval. I will take the next step. I am becoming who I was created to be. See, that is your reset. It's not arrogance, confidence, not pride, but purpose. not fearlessness, but courage. So listen and hear me clearly. You have no time to doubt yourself. You have no time to keep talking yourself out of rooms you were meant to walk into. You have no time to keep shrinking to make other people comfortable. You have no time to keep replaying old failures like they are final verdicts. You have no time to keep standing at the edge of your next level asking, am I enough? Let me encourage you. You are enough to begin. You are enough to grow. You are enough to learn. You are enough to take the next step. You may not have it all figured out, but you are not empty, my friend. See, there is wisdom in you. There is strength. There is purpose in you. There is more in you than fear wants you to believe. This is the No Time series, and today's reset is no time to doubt yourself. No time to hesitate yourself into regret. No time to overthink yourself out of purpose. No time to let fear keep speaking louder than your faith. So pause, reflect, reset, then activate, move. Because confidence is not always something you feel before you start. Sometimes confidence is what you build every time you choose courage over doubt. So before we move forward, I want you to pause for just a moment. Take a breath. Oh my God, I love that so much. Wherever you are, whatever you're carrying, this next part is for you. Let's speak life over ourselves out loud if you can. Because what we say in this moment has the power to shift how we walk into the rest of our day. So let's begin with this is our affirmation. I am not defined by my past or limited by my mistakes. I am growing, learning, and becoming who I was created to be. I have values beyond titles, roles, and expectations. I choose honesty over fear and growth over comfort. I am allowed to change, heal, and evolve. I walk with purpose, clarity, and courage. I am becoming more aligned with my true self every day, and who I am is enough. So as we close today's episode, I want to thank you for taking this time for yourself. If something you heard inspired you, challenged you, or made you pause and reflect, please don't keep it to yourself. Share this episode with someone who may need it. Invite them into the conversation. See, this podcast grows when we grow together. I cannot do this without you. See, we grow together through shared stories, honest reflections, and real connections. Every listen, every share, every conversation helps create a community rooted in purpose, rooted in love, rooted in hope, rooted in faith, rooted in trust and truth. So until next time, keep reflecting, keep becoming, and remember, you matter. This is the Who Am I podcast, and let's walk this journey together.
Who am I? Yeah, I'm more than the pain, more than the pride. Who am I? Walking in purpose, no mask, no disguise. This is my voice, my rise, my life. Welcome to Who Am I?